Hey everybody, Genesis Jones here with Total G Shockers, and in this video we'll be going through how to make sure your GPRB1000 Rangeman is set up correctly so that you can check the current tide level and moon age right now. Let's get started. So before we get on with it, if you haven't already, make sure you check out part 1. We talked about what tide levels and moon age are, why it's important, how you may find it useful, and we gave you a list of other G-Shock watches that have the tide level graph and moon age data. So think of it like the foundation before we jump into the how-to of the implementation process. So go ahead and check that video out right now. Alright, so to check the current tide level and moon age on your GPRB1000 Rangeman, make sure that you, step 1, first use the G-Shock Connected app to select the city whose information you want to look up. If you just enter the tide moon mode on your Rangeman without first selecting the city on the Connected app, this will cause the message set in the app to appear. So make sure you go into the Connected app first to select the city, or else this function can't be used. After you set the city on the Connected app, then you want to now enter the tide moon mode on your watch. To do this, move into step number 2, which is to hold down the bottom left button on your Rangeman for about 1 second so that you can enter the timekeeping mode. Step 3, press the bottom left button. Step 4, rotate that rotary switch to move the pointer to the mode you want to use. In this case, we want to select tide and moon, which is on the second screen. So just scroll down past the first screen to get to the tide moon mode. And then step 5, press the rotary switch to enter the selected mode. Now that you have entered the tide moon mode, you should see displays of the tide and moon age at 6 a.m. in the city that you specified with G-Shock Connected. So to scroll through the displayed tide information at 1 hour intervals, simply rotate the rotary switch. Displayed on the watch screen is tide information, which includes the high tide, the tide at a specific time, the specified time and date, the city name, the moon age on the specified date, and the low tide. Pressing the bottom right button on your watch will display information for the next day. Alright everybody, that's all for today. We just wanted to keep this really short. In the next video, we'll talk about how to actually read a tide graph and moon age on your Rangeman and how this could be useful to you in the real world. Also, we're going to talk about how to look up the tide level and moon age for any specific day. So if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. We're dropping new content each and every day. Also, make sure you hit the bell notifications so that you can be notified whenever we drop a new video your way. That's all for now, and as always, continue to rock your G-Shock nonstop. Deuces.